Prince Charles acknowledged the existence of conspiracy theories and how frustrating they can be as NHS staff and volunteers are tirelessly delivering as many booster jabs as possible to tackle the emergence of the Omicron variant. Speaking out against vaccine misinformation, the Prince of Wales said, "It is so frustrating, all these nonsense conspiracy theories." Charles took this stance against vaccine misinformation on Tuesday, as he was visiting a pop-up vaccination clinic in Kennington, London, at the Lambeth GP Federation COVID Vaccinations Walk-in Centre. Housed in a church, Charles was able to see the work against time carried out by 7 vaccinators and 190 volunteers working shifts around the clock. The clinic has been administering 3,000 boosters a day, which is 300 an hour. Wearing a face covering, Prince Charles spoke to some of the people working at the vaccination centre, including former picture editor Kate Souter. Ms. Souter explained to the future king she trained 8 months to become a vaccinator. Following the royal visit, the vaccinator shared a light-hearted exchange she had with Charles. She said, "He said thank you for helping and I joked that I had the gift of the jab and he laughed and said I'm going to use that." While in Kennington, Prince Charles met some of the hundreds of people queuing up to get their booster jab. Speaking to some of them, he said, "So many marvelous people have been volunteering. I am glad you didn't have to wait too long." Prince Charles' visit to the Lambeth Walk-in Vaccination Centre comes a week after he and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, revealed they had already taken up the offer of getting a third anti-COVID jab. And in a joint statement, the Prince and the Duchess urged Britons to follow their lead. They said, "We can only offer our most heartfelt thanks and congratulations to all the scientists, volunteers and workers across the NHS who have helped bring about this extraordinary achievement. And to all those who have not yet had the vaccine, or are hesitating before getting a booster, we can only urge you to look at the evidence in our intensive care wards and listen to those who work there. People who are unvaccinated are at least 10 times more likely to be hospitalized or die than those who have had 2 vaccine doses. That is why we urge everyone to get vaccinated and to take up the booster, as we have done ourselves." Prince Charles isn't the first member of the royal family to openly speak about misinformation when it comes to vaccines. Meghan and Prince Harry have been vocal supporters of the COVID jab and have been campaigning since mid-2021 for vaccine equity. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have also spoken on multiple occasions about the importance of dismantling misinformation and falsity surrounding the jabs in order to allow people around the world to confidently get protected against COVID-19. In September, Prince Harry took part in the GQ Men of the Year Awards to present Professor Dame Sarah Gilbert, Professor Catherine Green and the Oxford AstraZeneca team one of the gongs. In his speech, he blamed mass-scale misinformation for COVID vaccine hesitancy, saying, "Less than 2% of people in the developing world have received a single dose at this point. And many of the healthcare workers are still not vaccinated. We cannot move forward together unless we address this imbalance as one." At the same time, families around the world are being overwhelmed by mass-scale misinformation across news media and social media, where those who peddle in lies and fear are creating vaccine hesitancy, which in turn leads to divided communities and eroding trust. This is a system we need to break if we are to overcome COVID-19 and the risk of new variants.